Velma, an HBO Max original series. Based on the Scooby-Doo franchise, Velma is investigating the disappearance of her mom. Also, there's people losing their brains. Shenanigans might happen. As of recording this video, only the first 2 episodes have aired. This is the worst thing that ever happened to the Scooby-Doo franchise. The main problem is, all the characters are wrong. Now, as soon as I say that, some people are definitely going to take it in one way. But what I mean by that is, all of them are literally wrong in the fact none of them are correctly characterized as these familiar characters. Velma's meant to be the smart, kind of snarky one. Here she's this self-centered Daria wannabe. Shaggy, who they only call Norville, which, yeah, is his canonical name, which Shaggy's never liked being called. Here he's just a Velma simp. Even in Scooby-Doo seasons that do something like this, it's usually Velma coming on to Shaggy. But of course, this show's not smart or mature enough to want to have a storyline where Velma is kind of coming on to Shaggy, just for her to eventually find herself and eventually realize she's a lesbian. Daphne's normally meant to be the nice one, but here she's literally the opposite, being the mean girl stereotype. Fred's meant to be the means well, but he's kind of dumb team leader. But here he's the rich, privileged white kid who literally cannot do anything by himself. And Scooby's not even in the show, which just feels so wrong. Even if this is meant to be the edgy, serious series that doesn't have Talking Dog, they could have had him just be there and not talk. Oh, and yeah, this is meant to be the edgy, dark season of Scooby-Doo, and of course they use it mostly just so they can say swear words and show butts and blood. The show also loves fourth wall breaking meta humor, poking fun at the franchise, but since it happens every 5 seconds and they never do anything clever with it, it's always just them pointing out something and doing it anyway. This show has a diverse cast of people of color and people of different sexualities. Yeah, that's nice and all, but it's not really good representation when they're just constantly bringing up the fact that they're people of color and of different sexualities. The best kind of representation you can do is them being there and it just being normal. Is there any positives to the show so far? I guess the animation's alright. I've definitely seen worse out of mainstream adult animation, which tries to be as ugly as possible. It's nice seeing Frank Welker return, just as Fred's dad. The rest of the voice acting's okay. But overall, this is a horrible start to a series. Trying way too hard to be funny, trying way too hard to be edgy and serious, and trying way too hard to be diverse. The characters in this show are so different from the characters they're meant to be, you could have literally named them anything else and had them dress in any other clothes, and this would have been the exact same show. It's possible for the show to improve later on in the season, but this is a awful start. So far, my first impression, 1.5 out of 10. If you want a good Scooby-Doo season that's more mature, watch Mystery Incorporated. It's actually clever, funny, has a good and real mystery behind everything. It handles people dying. The animation's great, the voice acting's great. It's probably one of the better things that happened to the Scooby-Doo franchise. HBO Max's Velma is even worse than Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Get a Clue.